excited to be here at Overland Expo representing HerschX and the need for clean drinking water. Want to just take a moment to walk you around the HerschX, named after my father, Herschel King. Hersch's basically slogan for us was trucks and cars are cool, but people really matter. So when he passed, we wanted to build this truck as a tribute to him, to honor his name and to honor his passion to make the world a better place for other people. So let's walk around the truck here for just a moment. Start, first of all, the wrap was designed by my cousin, Jason Hollis. It's a Disrupt camo wrap. There's two kinds of wraps to conceal, and then there's wraps to confuse. And so this wrap right here is designed, basically fashioned after the pattern that they used in World War I on ships to actually confuse the enemy. So without thinking, what we're doing with the truck is to actually use it to raise $1 million to help people get clean drinking water. And oftentimes people don't think about that. So the idea with the wrap was that we wanted to confuse people's daily thoughts and to get them thinking a little bit different about life and how they might be able to get in a game of flipping the script on clean drinking water in Africa. So that's the wrap, and it's the blackout version. The Armor C4 fabrication, the Overland series. All of our lights, our ancillary lights, are Baja designs. We just did the LP4 setup this past week, the installation at our friends Sherpa Equipment Company. Love those guys, love the product, absolutely amazing. If you don't know about them, check them out. Best rack company in the game. So we've got the Grand Teton on top, we've got the crow's nest in the back that supports the tent, and this is the new fairing. I think this is the first of its kind to support the LP4 structure. So super rad, very clean, love it, man. It's one of my favorite aspects of the truck. So we got the new HerschX Blackout Nova Series, exclusive from Tacoma Beast. We just dropped those in this past week. Love that. We've got a custom HerschX inlay. It's a one-of-a-kind, built by Justin Bootsma in Zeeland, Michigan. Worked with him to design that in a company called Broadmoor. We're running the Warren 9S winch, along with the Factor 55 hardware. And then if you look underneath, we can talk a little bit about the suspension. We've got an extended long travel setup built on a Fox framework. We've got the 2.5 factory race series shocks, along with, well, I'm a fan of the Delta joint. We've got the Icon billet upper control arms, and then Dirt King below. We're on 700-pound springs just to support the weight up front. Got a Safari ARB Safari Air Max snorkel so that we can leverage the air intake as we continue to work our way down. I'm going to talk a little bit about the rear suspension. We just dropped in a custom leaf pack. We had a Deaver Stage 3, and it just wasn't enough to support the weight on the truck. So talked to Jeff, and Jeff said, listen, I'll create a custom pack for you. So this just came in last week. We did the drop-in on it, and it's 100 times better, gauged specifically to support the amount of weight that's on the Tacoma. We have the Archive relocation shock system, the towers, the 3.6 shackles along with the hammer hangers, and then we've got a little custom billet setup here just to create a little bit of bling around the resis. Roto packs for storage, and we got some water roto packs on the back. We're rocking the Demos Delta Pro shovel. These things are amazing. Love Susan and her team, great people. Up top, we got the CVT mount hood tent. It's the 56 version. You can sleep about 2 people in there and a regular sized dog. We do it all the time. It's awesome. Water port allows us to carry some water for consumption, wash our dishes. We work around the back. Got the Overland swing out bumper from C4 fabrication. Max Tracks. When we run into trouble. The WeBoost drive system allows us to extend our signal reach. Love that setup. I didn't know what to think, but when we set it up and we found ourselves in the mountains and didn't have access to a signal, and then we flipped the switch and had access, I thought this is a pretty smooth deal. So anyway, the WeBoost setup. We're rocking the Alucab Explorer. We got a lot of weight on this truck, and so we wanted to go with something a little bit light and something that had sort of that utilitarian look. And so this was sort of the quintessential topper for us. And then we also, on the inside, we're rocking for our storage, a truck vault system. This is the all-weather line system, the 6-inch, with a dual drawer slide out. Let's walk around the other side here, take a look at the electrical setup. So basically, when we designed the truck, we had a pretty extensive switch panel that we had designed for the cab. And then it was right before SEMA, Garmin gave us a shot. So listen, we've got this new product called the Power Switch, and it's IPX7 rated. We'd love for you to give it some consideration. And up until now, my idea of Bluetooth has always been, man, it's sketchy, and you never know if you can count on it. So I'm like, I think I'd rather just go with the wire version. But anyway, we grabbed a couple of these, ran them out west in like 120 degrees on the desert, ran them, and then we dumped them in water, and they work like a charm. So we did the installation, and then they've been rocking ever since. So basically what we did is we eliminated all the switches and everything on the truck, all the ancillaries. I can operate through the Garmin Tread Overlander that's on the dash or my phone. So it's really simple, straightforward, it's seamless, love it. We utilize the RedArc Manager 30 system, and we got those two 100 amp hour lithium batteries by Battleborn in the back of the truck, so it gives us some juice. We got 120, we've got an induction burner that we use to do cooking. It's pretty simple, but very, very effective, and we can monitor everything from our phone. So that's pretty much the truck in a nutshell, and the reason we built it is to give people in Africa clean drinking water. So we're using the truck to raise $1 million. We raised about half of that so far. We've got another 500,000 to go. And if you like what we're doing, we'd love to have you support us. You can go to HerschX.com. You can donate there. You can go to voxunited.org. You can donate there. Or if you're interested in starting a fundraiser, doing a meetup, rallying some people, we'd love to hear from you, and we'll help you get that in place and organized, and maybe we can work together to help some folks in Africa. Thanks again for your support. Really appreciate it.
Hey guys, Brent Bowen here from Bowen Customs. We have today our special build we call the Warthog. I'm going to walk you through and give you some details on it. So, started life as a Ram 4500 that went to elevation off-grid in Denver, Colorado. They specialize in their Black Edition trucks. You can see they blacked out the entire front of this, as well as did a full transformation on the truck itself. Liquid spring suspension, 41-inch super single tires, as well as a host of other things. As you come around the front here, you see the Baja Designs lights, Warren winch, Factory 55 Ultra Hook, a bunch of goodies up here that just make this thing a pretty big beast. As we come around this way, one of the key things with this build is an 84-inch cab to axle, which ended up with a 12-inch bed. And the goal was that we partnered with Supertramp campers, and we want to be able to slide this camper back far enough to get this large 5-foot garage and keep it from going over the cab of the truck. Reason being is we went with a Sherpa roof rack and a 23-0 rooftop tent, so now we have an additional sleeping space for 2 more people. So that's kind of like the kids' bunk bed when we go camping. The garage on this truck is really kind of what sets it apart as a pretty unique feature. So this is a 5-foot garage. We're in the process of the build out in here, but currently we have a full RedArc power management system with a Red Vision, as well as a 270 amp hour game changer battery from Battleborn batteries. So this combo right now is currently just powering the fridge freezer, a little bit overkill, but we're going to have a full slide out kitchen, induction cooktop, lighting, all that stuff. So that's the power management system for here. There's a full size spare tire behind here, and then on the other side is basically toy storage. So we have 2 little kids, bikes, fishing gear, all that stuff goes in there. Behind that is kind of more our traditional camper bed side, so upper and lower storage. The big thing with our camper beds, as you see on a lot of our product, is that we have this camper sitting about as low as possible, keeping the center of gravity low. This is a pop top from Supertramp, as I mentioned, which this whole package gets nice and low considering the size of the truck. So yeah, overall, just kind of the ultimate adventure rig that can haul all the toys, sleep in comfort in the camper, and just get us out a little more. So thanks, guys.
Hey, it's Dwight from Mountain Yotas. This is our new project, 3rd gen 2002 4Runner build that we did for Expo Mountain West. And we did a solid axle swap on the front. We did a 3-link custom rear, an art wrap on here from Pure Blind. The tires are Mickey Thompson Baja Pro XS with these new Alpha equipped Bravos. They're actually the X Bravos because it's a hybrid wheel. that you can run as a normal wheel, you can run it as a bead lock, or you can put a street lock on there if you don't want to run a true bead. And it really just fits the styling of this whole vehicle. The rear is a Feel Good Performance 3-link, but we had to customize the links and make them longer because their kit isn't really intended for a solid axle swap in the front. And then, man, this art wrap on here really shines. It's from Pureblind again, and it's generated using AI. And Nick Hughes, the artist there, got really good using AI. He put this huge spaceship on here. All of it was AI that he kind of pieced together. And then we're running a Bear Sherpa rack on top, of course. That's a Matterhorn for the 3rd Gen 4Runners. And we have the FSR Aspen Light Size Signature Series on top. The armor on this is all clear powder coated. They are true north bumpers, front and rear. Both of them are DIY weld yourself bumper kits. And we're still waiting on some rock sliders. We just took this off the rack. It was bone stock 2 months ago, so we don't have a front drive shaft in there yet. But I can't wait to wheel this thing. It's gonna be absolutely insane. The shocks in the back, you gotta check this out. Custom shock hoops that go all the way up. They are 16-inch coilovers in the rear, so this thing flexes like crazy. You'll see it on the trail soon, but big shout out to Sherpa Equipment Company. We love you on every single one of these builds. You're always right there for us, so you can make the strongest racks, period. There's no competition in the rack space for Toyotas. Peace.